So, yeah. We're not, I don't know if it's official, but a war is a war. It is. Right now it's tit for tat. Alright. I'm just thinking, how do we learn our lesson? I don't think we can. I don't think we want to. A lot of us don't want war. War, in general, what's the saying? War, it's not good for business. Mobsters knew that. Everyone knows that. Trump wants to run the country like a business. He said that. And you can't deny it. He said he wants to run the country like a business, and that's what he's doing. Every business he has tanked. So the only ones that don't tank are just he can just rent his name out, name on something. Real estate, that's his thing. He's good at that because people always need a place to stay. Someone needs a place to hold their business. So that's how that works. It took me about 15 minutes to get started doing this. I was wondering what it is that we're looking for. There are lots of subjects I want to cover revolving around this. I guess it's best if I just shoot straight. This is all high school crap, all right? I've covered this since, I think, my 6th month doing comparative reasoning. It sucks because I said many times World War III, because everyone screams it. I don't know if you noticed that. Everyone has wanted it more than anything else. They talk about it. Oh, this will send us to war. This will send us to war. It's been on the lips of everyone too damn long. You want it. Now you got it. Again. It sucks that the whole Afghan war and whatnot is basically 5 years younger than Sidra and I's relationship. No war should have been going on that long. No war. And it's all bullshit. Anyone who wants this war and they aren't getting anything out of it other than we get to kill brown people, honestly, you're the evil ones. You're the evil ones because you get nothing. See, war is good for business, the military-industrial complex. Alongside that, them making money, these contractors making so much money off of taxpayer dollars. You got the Trans-Arabian pipeline. That's kind of the whole Middle Eastern point of war with us. Our war with them. If you could get into the Middle East, you'll always have an unending war, and that's good for business, for these military contractors. It's not defense. It's not defense when you're looking for it. Let's use the whole new shoes thing. Hey, you got a pair of new shoes, what you gonna do? You standing somewhere? Hopefully you don't really draw too much attention to it except for, people you know. You don't want to just throw out to a stranger, hey man, I got some new shoes, man, check these out. That stranger might need some shoes. And if you ever seen most likely you haven't. But Sinbad special, he's like, I'm gonna put my foot out right here and I dare somebody to step on it. That's somebody looking for a fight. You ever seen the Boondocks? Stink meaner. Like, that's some new shoes I smell. And he stomped all on them and everything. He jacked them shoes up. Fight got to happen then. That's what Trump did. Listen, in a nutshell, about almost 5 minutes in already. In a nutshell, Iran, we put sanction on them. Well, not we, because I got no power. I got no power. The government, our leadership, which we shouldn't have. That lets you know how bad off you are when you have leaders in the United States of America, which is supposed to be democracy driven. When you got leaders, you've already surrendered your democracy. You've already emotionally enslaved yourself. So, yeah, good luck with that. try to have some cognitive dissonance of I pay my taxes, but our leaders can't do that. What's happened is we put sanctions. Well, shit. Here I go again with that we shit, because I ain't got nothing to do with this. This country don't even like me. Some of these people watching me don't even like me, and they don't even know why. You don't like me? I promise you don't know why. So we hold their money. They do our bidding. They help us fight a situation that our government got us in. You make a void, evil fills it, you need help. The help comes. Come right on in and help. And in return, you hold their money, you tell them to do things, and they do it anyway. And you say, you know what, I'm backing about this agreement. Why? Because fuck you. Poke the bear a little bit. You know, bear don't respond. He's like, look, I'm hibernating, I'm trying to sleep. Leave me alone. It's bad enough you done poke the bear, then you're going to sit there and say, hey, do this or else. And this leads to part of the impeachment. And then, if that ain't enough, you're like, you know what? Nothing's working. I really want to fucking fight you. I got it. I'm going to kill somebody you like. Like South Park. Oh, it's coming right for us. Yeah. As long as you think it's a threat to you, you get to harm it. So, Trump, it's bad enough the first time he ordered a drone strike, it killed an American girl, a U.S. citizen. No one cared. No one batted a damn eye. Only social media talked about it. If it weren't on YouTube, it won't heard. I mean, just saying, if someone talks on YouTube and no one's around to hear it, has they actually said a word? Yes! Just no one heard it. Physics. Get used to it. Tree falls, physics. Makes a sound. Stop being arrogant. So, now Trump fires another shot with a drone and takes out the general that was on a peace mission that Trump and others asked him to go on along with his own country. So it was a joint operation of, hey man, go get some peace, man. All right, I'm going to go get some peace. Gotcha, bitch, killed you. So you didn't just poke the bear, you just took a knife and stabbed him right in the hip. Stabbed him deep in the hip. Yeah, you ain't gonna do nothing, bear. You ain't gonna do nothing to me. So, Iran decides what they're gonna do is just, they're gonna bomb the base. They said, get the fuck out. U.S. is like, not really. Start pushing them out. Nobody was there, but they bombed it. I'll let you know, we're done. This relationship is over. And I want you to all think about something. The United States has definitely pushed the envelope on being vile, occupying bullies. The United States has actually done this. So if you are a U.S. citizen or you live in the United States and you're very proud of this country, I want you to really think about what you're proud of. Everyone is so scared. World War III, World War III. I'm going to tell you right now, ain't going to be much. I want y'all to think deep about what I'm about to tell you. When it comes to World War III, you don't get but 3 chances before you're shown that you're nothing. And Trump, he did it. Now, if there is going to be a world war, it's not going to be like you think. Rationally thinking, it can't be. And I'm going to tell you why. While the United States has more military power and more military spending than the top 10 countries of military spending combined, that's just money. That's just money. We've got the machinery. We've got the troops. Problem, the money goes into the machinery, the money goes into the bank accounts of the military defense contractors. But the military itself, which is the people, because you don't have a military without people, the ones that have boots on the ground, the ones flying the planes and stuff, they don't get paid much. Matter of fact, some of them are slowly and yet surely starving. They don't get much on those subs. They don't do much. They get paid roughly the equivalent of $7.45 an hour. They get about $19,000 a year, roughly thereof. It's coming off my tongue. So they got not much. In fact, they don't even have incentive, truthfully, to defend the United States, other than their job, and they're contracted to do so. And if they don't, they'll go to prison or be executed for treason. So, United States hit Iran. Iran hits the United States in Iran. Trump is like, now think about this. Trump says, yeah, we killed your general, but if you retaliate, I'm going to fuck you up. I saw that in school. Big dude, little dude come into drafting class. He wants to sit down. Big dude punch him in the chest for no reason. I mean, coming to America, man, Martin Luther King woke up, punched me in the chest. I got the king. I thought you was somebody else. No, I saw that happen. Punch dude right in his chest. You can hear the bass and everything. Dude back there, we look like, what the fuck? And then the big dude says, do something else. He said, do something. He said, do something. Hit me back, I dare you. Hit me back, I dare you. I just stood there thinking, what the fuck is this about? Because they don't have any interactions. None. They have no idea. So Trump kills the general. Man, he was coming right for us. If the general was plotting against the United States of America, wouldn't that make sense that Iran was plotting against the United States of America? I mean, that would be as if, let's say, 10 years ago, General Petraeus, or portray us, or betray us, but General Petraeus just says, I'm going to go and do this. And I'm not talking to anyone about it. That ain't happening. The government has to know, the government has to issue the order, and then the generals carry out said order in the best fashion that they can think of. So if that's true, then why we take out a general and not just start with their bases and just rain the holy missile hell down onto them? Just think about that. So you killed this guy, and this is the Middle East, all right, people? This is the Middle East. This guy, he was martyred. Here in the United States, we don't give a fuck about martyrism. We don't care. It's on deaf ears here. There's no emotion to this. But over there, it means everything. When someone's a martyr, you done lost the battle. You've lost it. It's over. All you got now is carnage, wreckage, and then when the smoke clears, if they let you be, fine. I promise you, this guy had more at his funeral than Trump would have at his. I guarantee you that. United States attacked, and now Iran hit back. Now, Trump said, we're going to, if you do anything, we're going to attack your cultural areas. That is against, I think, NATO treaties and whatnot. I think if I heard right, NATO treaties. But he didn't give a shit. Like, don't do it, man. He's like, I'm going to do it. And you know he's going to do it. So when he does it, that means Iran is going to do something else. And eventually try to do things that's definitely going to affect the homeland of the United States, if they can. And this was already acknowledged that there's a preparation of this, because anyone that looked Iranian and Middle Eastern that was trying to get on planes and come back to the United States, where they are a citizen of, born and lived their whole life, they got checked at the gate. Like, you coming back here, look at you. You're not white. That was it. They didn't stop white people. They stopped black people. They stopped Middle Eastern looking people. And that was it. And some was able to get on planes and come on home. You know, some can't. They're making detention centers already. Probably already got a few in there already getting ruined. I wonder how many of them getting raped and then signing away that they didn't stop the rape, so it was okay. Like they did here in Mexico. Well, at the border of Mexico. You know? It's 15 minutes, but I have to go longer because it's a lot in whew. ADHD mind is not easy. But I'm trying. If I had notes, I wouldn't be doing this. I would have been like, well, I done read them, done. I would not be doing this at all if I had notes. I promise you that. And if you don't like a long video, I'm sorry. If you you know, I just want to get this off my mind, you know, and say what I gotta say. But I've been holding back. I haven't wanted to say too much. I've been formulating how I'm going to say it, and all that went out the window when I hit record. That just went away. But what's going to happen now is when the U.S. do strike back, and Trump will. He will strike back. I don't know if it's going to be a world war. Because, see, when Hitler was running things, it took a collection of everyone to go against him. And he collected other countries to fight back on his behalf and at his side. And so there you go. You got multiple countries at each other, almost a 50-50. Things like that happen. But this here, with Trump violating treaty, violating rules, making war crime after war crime. Matter of fact, if you get caught on the street with any kind of illegal drug, marijuana, cocaine, anything like that, did you know that you're automatically in possession with intent to sell or distribute? They don't say sell anymore, they say distribute because it encompasses everything and it protects their ass. With intent. That's why you get locked up, because they already have intent. Which is why Pop Brother Law say shut the fuck up. Don't say anything. Let them dig their own hole. Trump has outright made the intent clear. I am going to break the rules that has been set since World War II, and I don't give a shit what you say or think. I don't need Congress. I've bypassed Congress. I bypassed the vote, the popular social vote against it. I don't give a damn. And I will attack these areas on you. That's intent. Tell me something. And you probably can't. With the way Trump and his supporters has treated all of the people of Mexico, all of their descendants that come over here, born here, and all this other stuff, all the immigrants, just think about how bad the airways have been, the verbal vitriol at these people trying to have a better life. Think about it. Imagine, I know you've probably seen some movies where a dude sits down with another dude at a bar. They got sitting, the tender's like, hey, what are you going to have? He's like, I'm going to have this, and this motherfucker's going to pay for it. Well, that's a fight, ain't it? 2 movies did that. There's a fight in each one. And Trump says, I'm going to build a wall, and them motherfuckers are going to pay for it. And I don't know the name, but President of Mexico, he's like, I'm not going to pay for no fucking wall. I was like, dude, you are awesome. And he still ain't done it. Now, that's sticking to some guns right there. I likes that. So, we got that. We also have, what else? Trump and his ilk, his supporters, talking shit about Canada. Making sure to say anything about Canada is horrible. They have shitty health care. They got shitty people, yada, yada, yada. So you've alienated Canada. You've alienated Mexico. You don't give a fuck one about Brazil. You try to do regime changes in Central America. And you oust Chile by saying fuck you when you're in need. So name one part of the Americas other than Greenland that Trump hasn't already. Oh no, Trump tried to get real estate in Greenland and he got rejected. Name one spot in the Americas that Trump hasn't already fucked over and his supporters hasn't already socially blasted with much venom, with some serious apple cider vinegar and toxic poisons. Name something that they haven't destroyed. Those relationships are hurt. All right, they got serious gashes in them. And then you've got Trump and what did Bush call him, Pootie Poo? How they used to be so buddy buddy chum chum. And I guess somebody let Trump know when he got disrespected, when Vladimir Putin was like, are these the people that hurt you? God damn. God damn. I think to myself, I can't accomplish a goddamn thing. But every dumbass on this planet can fail up if they got enough money. That's some frustrating shit. And it's something I've always known but never had words for. Failing up. But what Trump is going through is just being egotistical, because this whole war, if it's going to be a war, an actual legit war, it's emotional and it's egotistical. Because once Trump is screwed with Iran enough times, what's Iran going to be like? Hey man, can you please apologize for the shit you just did? You know Trump, he's too egotistical to be like, I'm sorry Iran. No, because you look weak. As a leader, you look weak. Your base will hate you. They will vote you out. They're already mad that he's not racist enough. Just think about that. His base is pissed because he's not racist enough. He's not hating other U.S. citizens enough. So right now with this war looming, these racist white people who's hated black and brown people and other people of color in general, hated them. I mean, without holding back. Unapologetic. Just hatred. And right now, they're about to do the ultimate patriot check in gaslighting. They're going to say, you need to be an American. You need to work with the United States of America. You have to be on our side. In the Civil War, black people sided with the enemy. No, not the Civil War. Not the Civil. It was before that. It was trying to gain our independence. Black people sided with Britain because fuck slave owners. Just think about how many black people started helping the British. Just think about that. Because, you hurt them so much, they went to the other side. And they could say, you know what? The Brits are racist, but they aren't like you motherfuckers. Where they can go to the other side and get shoes and they can hear a thank you. Not a, yeah, boy. No, they can hear a thank you. And they can learn the words, you're welcome, and not get fucked up. They can pick up somebody, they can pick up the white man's anything and say, here you go, and not get chastised because they touched it with their nasty hands. Just think about that. So you got 1/3 of this country making sure to hate a mere 13% of one part of the country, and another 10% of another part, a 6% of the other part, an 8% of the other, and then later say, work with me. I've gone through that in real life. In high school, I've gone through that. And it sucked. And I said, fuck you. Yeah, my own black people hating on me because I'm fat, triple tone, too dark. They didn't like me. And when it came to the race riots and stuff like that, and things going on, then they wanted me to be all, fight the power. Dude told me to go walk. And this one dude that, I can't remember. I think it was a slice of pizza I took from the lunchroom. Now I paid my money for it. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna eat it when I get home. I was just opening my book bag, and he just knocked it out my hand. And I looked at it, shrugged my shoulders, and walked off. Later, he wants me to, hey man, come help us out. I said, fuck you, and I walked off. He said, what the fuck? And he had some pejoratives to follow that. And I said, and I just looked at him, I said, you fucked with the wrong one. I ain't helping y'all. And I walked off. No one called me a traitor or anything, because they knew. When they saw me and looked at me, they knew. See it in their eyes. They couldn't even look at me. I was just staring at them. I could see that look, that defeated look. They all beat up. Now, would my help actually done anything? I doubt it. I thought it was all stupid anyway. And that's what's happening now. It's all stupid anyway. All these racists done, knock the pizza out of the hands of everybody around them. And everybody overseas. And now they saying, help. Be a patriot. Help your country. No. And NATO and all these other countries, you know what they're going to do? They are certainly probably going to side with Iran. It only makes sense to side with the one that's hurting. The side that hasn't committed any war crimes. The side that hasn't bullied anyone across seas. The side that didn't say, I'm going to look at your NATO treaties and whatnot and spit on them. No, they're going to side with the ones that's hurt. They're going to side with them. I might have misspoke something somewhere there. The dryer stopped and it threw me off. It's hard. The little sounds, I want to be distracted, be like, what? So bad. I really do. I've been fighting. I've been hearing stuff outside. I've been hearing stuff creaking around the house, and I'm trying to talk through it, and it always throws off my concentration. This ain't easy. Everyone, I listened to Sunny Secular Gen Xer, and she did a good upload, and I suggest y'all check it out. I suggest you check it out because she's right. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to say what she was saying, but, there's some accuracy in there, and y'all should check it out. And she might comment below, so you can just click on her name, and it'll take you right to her YouTube, whatnot. She's also doing an off-site website. I haven't checked it out yet, though. I'm going to go check it out soon, though, since I got done with my wrestling and whatnot. We aren't going to get the help. Russia don't like us. Iraq hates us. All right? They hate us. Especially after everything that's happened. And then we're like, we're leaving. They're like, yay! And Trump is like, LOL, I'm sending 3,000 plus more people over there, so get fucked. And they're like, you sons of... And we're like, yep, we're dicks. That's all we can do. You know why all this is happening. Who you want to blame? Who do you want to blame? Seriously. You want to do what Flint, Michigan did? How the big corporation just didn't, they got deregulated so poison could enter the water because they didn't want to change the pipes properly or even set up the new ones or the filters properly. So then they blame black people, saying they don't pay their bills. They do. That's why they got water. Get white people to hate black people even further. Deregulate other companies. They can shoot pig waste and stuff in the black communities. And then say, hey man, we need your help. It's like, fuck you. You don't get any help. You want to send a pipeline through these white people's neighborhoods, but they say, fuck you. And you're like, all right, man, we'll take it to the Native Americans. And they're like, fuck you. We got a serious federal treaty here. And it's like, yeah, well. Like, they don't want it. We need the money. We'll put this pipeline down. And you know what? This pipeline, it will not fail. And it failed, I think, when it was 35% complete, it failed in 3 areas. 5 areas, every new 800 feet of completion. I think more oil fell out of it than has passed through it thus far. That's how often it's failed. And you want Native Americans to help? You want black people to help? Honestly, there's talk about the draft reinstating. You know why? Because people are like, fuck you. You're going to start this crap because you're an idiot. You're a bully. You're narcissistic, and you're trying to distract us from your impeachment. An impeachment that's not even going to... you're not going to get thrown out of office. Just enjoy the ride. Chill. Ignore it. Don't go away. Because that's how we are in America, in the United States of America. Whatever goes on, we don't really remember it. It just goes away. Just give it 3 to 6 months. You don't talk about the impeachment. No one will talk about the impeachment. It's as if it never happened. Somebody like, oh, that's right. How's that thing going? Just give it time. That's all I gotta do, and it sucks. No, we're all in this because we voted this to happen. All Trump did was accelerate everything Mitt Romney was going to do and what Obama was already starting. He is the absolute slow version of what Hillary Clinton was going to do. Hillary was just, I'm going to tell the people one thing, but you guys know what you're doing, so you do what you got to do. I'll stay out your way. Two-faced, conniving, vindictive asshole with Hillary Clinton. We voted Trump in. Now, granted, when it came time to everything, I voted Jill Stein the first time. That's what I did, because Bernie wasn't in it. She was still trying, and she had my vote. Didn't care if she was vanity or not. Don't give a shit about any little 1 or 2 flaws. I just didn't want any establishment in. And I voted myself. And a lot of you can say, well, you threw away your vote. Really? My vote wouldn't have gave us a war. My vote wouldn't have killed that American girl. My vote would not have detained people trying to enter for asylum. My vote would not have given hundreds of millions of dollars in subsidies / welfare to billionaires. My vote would not have put a racist, at least a known racist, in office. My vote would have de-escalated wars, not put my foot out and then force them to walk on it. A vote that's thrown away is a vote when you don't vote for how you honestly feel. If you want to go with the for sure win, is that your vote, really? If you want to vote because everyone else is voting for that person, is that really your vote? Everything that's going on, my vote wouldn't have been there. I don't care if it's, like I said before, John T. Wackadoodle. I don't care if it's Elizabeth Baba Ganoush. Don't matter. Just can't be some hawkish person. I don't care establishment. I don't care if it's Republican. Don't matter. Can't be either one of those. Bill, the Fifth Column, is someone I recently subscribed to, and he talked about not endorsing people. And it's tribalistic. Don't endorse people. Me, I endorse the policies. It's not all. See, I'm gonna vote Bernie Sanders. That's what I want. He's the best one right now. However, it's not because he's Bernie. A lot of people say it's because he's Bernie. I'm voting for Bernie because, it's Bernie. I'm voting for Bernie because it's Bernie. Or I'm voting for him because, the Young Turks say it. I'm saying, no. Check the policies. If the policies of the one you want to vote for matches how you feel, what you think, then that's who you vote for. That's who. Bernie is anti-war. Bernie likes to bring people together, not divide. He wins the tournament. He wants us to be healthy. Big Pharma raising the prices on 200 drugs. Pipelines still being built. Gentrification going on. Gerrymandering still happening. jobs not having to pay a living wage, and now the term living wage is now up in the air. Like, what does it really mean? Oh, it means 18 an hour. It means 15 an hour. It means 21 an hour. They'll say, no, it's 10 an hour. It's much higher than the minimum wage, so it's a living wage. Well, can you live by yourself in a really cheap, jacked up area? Then that's exactly how much I'm going to pay you, and therefore you can live. See, war gets trillions of dollars. That's war. That's the military-industrial complex. They get trillions of dollars. Can you even... It's hard for people to fathom 10,000, let alone a couple of trillion. Trillion. That's a T. All right? Ain't like a kabillion. Ain't like a kazillion. No. It's a real word. Trillion. And that's what these contractors get. They use the cheapest material and the cheapest labor and machines that they can get to put everything together and use as little manpower as they can to make sure the wires are in place and everything is timed properly with the computer schematics and whatnot. And he goes out. One single missile could be $11 million. One missile. Just think about that. What could be done in your neighborhood, your community, with $11 million? Think about that. $11 million. What could be done with that? You know how many 11 millions would take to make 2 trillion? I'm not even going to try to kill my brain on that. Not even going to try. But anyone out there that's a Trump supporter, you're voting for $11 million to go into one missile. Not $11 million to go into a whole community with lots to spare. $11 million could pay off all the homes somewhere, so no one has to struggle paying those high-ass mortgages. It can also pay off the cars that they have and get them fixed up and still have money left over. One missile can do that, everybody. One missile. And there are thousands of missiles made. Just think about that. Some missiles are cheap. They cost about just $8,000. Some are really cheap. Little short range ones, about $2,000. You know. But then again, it's been 8 years since I've checked those numbers. It most likely has gone up. You know. And seeing as how we're not getting out of this, because like I said earlier, it's ego driven. So now we gotta wait to see. I mean, Iran, they bombed the base. Now Trump, his ego, and to make sure that his base is satisfied and these contractors can get the money, he has to respond. And he's already tweeted how he will respond. If he responds any less than what he's saying, he's going to look like a pussy. And he knows it. And he can't do that. So after he bombs a cultural rich area and wipe some of their greatest history off the face of the planet, Iran's going to have to do something equal. They're going to do more stuff. They're also going to get other places around. I have no idea if you can hear that train or not. But he's going to have to do something. And neither one's going to back down, because let me explain. I'm going to close out on this. But this is what war is. War isn't, don't think about the minutia of death. No. I want you to be on the extreme surface of war. The extreme surface. War is a series of battles. And the only way it ends is when one side says, I can't take it anymore. The loss is too great. The threat of the inevitable is too great at this moment. I now must surrender. We are here in our comfy little homes. For those that even have a home, imagine what $11 million could do for the homeless. I mean, we could use $11 million to put them in homes, or we could just keep sicking dogs on them and then shooting them and then cuffing them on a mountainside away from everybody. We can go to their tents and round them up, knock them down, make them illegal, and arrest them just for a little bit and release them and say, don't stay on any park benches, we're going to kill you. So, think about that. That's war. Two sides battling, and the only one that's going to lose is the one that says, I have lost too much, and I can't risk losing any more. I surrender. That's war. Tell me what you think about that. And tell me what you think about this. Timestamp whatever you heard or whatnot. Put your comments. I was hoping if I had enough people, I don't know when I would do it, but I would do something like maybe a live one. Do it live and see the chat on the side. I don't know how they do that stuff, but I'll figure it out somehow, But yeah, I was hoping to do it like that and answer questions or just chit chat with somebody. That'd be cool. You can do it on Discord or something. But yeah, leave your comments and whatnot, and check out Sunday Secular Gen Xer. Check her out, and even he hasn't posted anything in like for damn ever, but still check out Conquering Thought stuff because it's deep. I still like it. I went and listened to. I think I did the playlist about a week ago, so listen to everything. So, I mean, I got a little more I could say, but I don't feel like it. I want to go ahead and put my wrestling event together, and you all know how this is going to turn out. This is just going to exploit how dumb we are, because most likely anyone you're going to hear people talking about vote Trump. He's our savior when he's the one getting us into trouble in the first place. Think about that. The savior is the one that's causing battles and wars and threatening lives. He's the one. While California burned, he turned his back. Think about that. Think about what you're really voting for. Remove the tribalism, remove all that, and be rational. Put yourself in the position of those other people. And then imagine saying, I need your help, Donald Trump. And he's like, he just turns from you. Imagine that. Well, that's all I got to say. This has been Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. It's been up. Nope, not there. There we go. Right up there. At the top. Way up at the top. Far north. This sucks, y'all. It really does. Thank you for listening.